10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have liftoff of Antares, the New 3 mission, covering Cygnus on its third CRS mission to the ISS.
Hello, David Finkel here. Today we're going to go over some dishonest, deceitful, stupid, ignorant people. These lying liars and the stupid shit they say. And in a failed attempt to keep my New Year's resolution of keeping my YouTube time under an hour a day, it took me a few days to put this together, and I still fell short. I still spent more than an hour a day on YouTube, but I'm trying to minimize it. So if you notice different looking screens, it's because I recorded stuff at different times and put it together from different computers. But with no further ado, here are the lying liars and the stupid lies and stupid shit they like to say.
Telephone.
We're going to have a lot to unpack. I don't know how long this will go. In fact, when I'm done editing, I'll put back at this point how much further it is so you can know how much of your day you're going to waste on this if you choose to watch it all the way through. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And then if you want to watch it a little bit at a time, as it took me a little bit of time for a few days in a row to put it together, maybe you want to watch it a little bit at a time. But there are several lies, several items of stupid shit these people say, and we're going to cover a bunch of them. First, the moron, I don't know if he's stupid or lying. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He may be stupid. Oh, actually, he is stupid. Or he may be lying in this event. He does lie a lot, but in this event, I don't know if it's stupidity or lying or both. Let's get into it.
Well, before I got up on Cliff's panel the other night, Chris was talking about that email again. And I really would like to do a deep dive into that email. I have questions.
You have questions. Okay. Let me see if I can actually find that email. And I will try to bring it up full screen without, hopefully I won't be doxing anything or anyone, but yeah, I got a lot of questions about that as well. But I do want to give people an idea of what we're talking about here. Now, I don't know if my video may have been taken down, the one in which I went to the jail. So let's see. Yeah, I think that one might have gotten taken down. Yeah, I think that one got privacy struck.
All right, to his apparent credit, he did show the emails. To his discredit, he did dox several people. He emailed. Not everybody wants their emails out there, legal or not. I get it. Once somebody sends you something, it's yours. You can share it if you want to. It's not very cool. It's not cool, man. But okay, so the credit is he showed them. The discredit is he doxed people. And the skeptical, the suspect is, we all know you can edit those timestamps and the addressee lists. We've all done it. Come on, Todd. Are you stupid, or do you think we are stupid? But the point of this is the lie. The lie is that he thinks the video in question has been taken down or privacy struck. This is the video where he went to meet JJ and break bread and show his desk and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Bullshit. What happened there is when he pulled it up and was ready to present it, he's like, oh shit, this also reveals something else, and I don't want people to see it. I don't know if it's still there now, but it was still there for me to be able to record this. This is the video he claimed he couldn't find, claimed it was privacy struck. He claimed it's just not there anymore. It was there. And actually, I recorded this 24 hours after I recorded the panel where he's telling people we can't find it. The problem is he caught himself in a lie as he was preparing to pull it. He saw that, oh shit, this is where Finkel was on my channel, and I did not treat him with the respect that I just claimed I did. We'll get to that. But lie one is he couldn't find this video. It's right there on your own site. Do you know how to use the search feature? Of course you do. You're stupid and you're a liar. In this event, you lied. Now this is an example when he's trying to pretend to be transparent, but the truth is he's being deceitful. When I first saw this, I thought he's reading names that aren't there, but they were there. They were somewhere that we couldn't see. This demonstrates that he's watching things and listening to things on another screen. Let's get into it.
Major Fat Lips Izzy's in there. Who else we have? We got Caucasian Sasquatch, the drunk Minecraft player. We got for public scrutiny. Looks like we got Cuck in Tennessee watching too. Who else? What's up, man? Get your own content there, douchebag.
Getting your own content. That's a weird flex for a man who actually produces none of his own content. He takes other people's content and he edits them. Sometimes he sits around and talks. Nothing wrong with that, but let's not call it content. But anyway, why I'm presenting this, the evidence that he sees and hears things on another screen that we can't see, is the previous thing when I caught him in the lie. He was looking at the video of him visiting JJ. But the problem was with that is he told his audience that he's always treated me nicely, and that video shows that that's not so much the case.
Free in my entire life, dude. You, my friend, are deceived. You are deceived. You want clicks and views. You are deceived. You are deceived.
Bullshit.
I'm not the one to make $6,000+ a month on the. Yeah.
Now, before we go further, let's say right now it's nighttime, and for public safety tells me it's nighttime. And I say, for public safety, you claim it's nighttime. Am I calling for public safety a liar, or I'm just feeding back what he told me? You claim this. I'm not saying whether the claim is accurate or not. I'm saying you claim this. Now, if it's daytime and he says it's nighttime, and I'll say, for public safety, you claim it's daytime, or the opposite. You see what I'm trying to say? Saying that you claim something isn't calling you a liar. It's pointing out what your claim was. It's quite literally. I'm not saying whether the claim is accurate or not, and this is how he gets it wrong all the time. This is how he blows up, and, well, watch the misperception.
The name with you. Here's your opportunity to defend yourself if you got something to say.
You claim to not have heard of me before.
I'm sorry?
You claim to have not heard of me before.
So now you're calling me a fucking liar.
I didn't say his claim was inaccurate. Although, now that I've reviewed all of this, Todd, I'm calling you a fucking liar. Lie. You said you couldn't find this video. It's right there. Lie. You pretend like you can't see and hear what's going on your other screen. Lie. You've always treated me with respect on your panels. Lie, 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 lie. Well, you're lying and you're stupid. That last one there, you're fucking calling me a liar. That was just a misperception because you are fucking stupid. You're a retard.
I did not
now
say
you're fucking calling me a liar. Now you're calling me a fucking liar.
You claim. You took it as I called you a liar. I did not say you were a liar at this point. I
You just said you claim you've never heard of me.
Is the claim accurate or is the claim false? I didn't say. I did not say you're a liar.
Oh, Finkel, you yelled. Shame on you for yelling. Yeah, that's a weakness when people keep talking over me and yelling at me. I tend to yell back. And when he's the host and can control my mic volume, that kind of sucks. You know, okay. He had fun. Yay, Todd. But so much for he's always treated me nicely. But he also claimed that he didn't ever hear of me. Remember, green dress, green face, Finn Kell. Okay?
I'll retract if I said PTSD. But here's what I'm going to say.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're fucking
Thank you.
nuts.
Dude, I'm not nuts, dude. I'm a man. I talk like you, like a fucking man talks like a man. I'm sorry you lived a very sheltered fucking life, dude. Clearly, you've lived a very sheltered life.
Anyone who spends time around you is going to get fucking sucked under the bus by your craziness.
By my craziness.
Yes,
34 years with the same woman. How you doing, motherfucker?
You hear me?
How's your fucking life? 54 years not going to jail or prison. How you fucking doing, idiot?
Dude, you could go to jail.
All right, if I got the sequence right, he claims, he denies, he claims, he denies PTSD. I am certain that he has PTSD. I am not certain it's military related. I think he suffered abuse somewhere in his younger life. I don't know. That's just a guess. But on the flexing of being married for 34 years, this video is shortly after his wife's 50th birthday. Do the math. 50 minus 34, it's 16. Now, he's changed his story a few times, so again, we don't know if he's lying or he's just fucking stupid and doesn't know how old his wife is or how long they've been together. 50th birthday, been together 34 years. I come up with 16. Is that a big deal? No, because he's pretty childish. Even today, 16 might be age appropriate for him because he's got a child's mind. But on the PTSD, and I'm not dunking on you for the PTSD. I don't really care if it came from the military or from some younger traumatic event. What I'm saying is get some fucking help. Everybody around you sees that you have the problem. You've admitted it when you said you couldn't go out and vote because you were going through some sort of trigger. You deny it. You get angry and deny it. Denial does not help. Get help. Get help. Please get help. You're affecting, you narcissists, you're affecting so many people around you, and you think it's all everybody else's fault.
There's a lot of mystery going on here. So if you have video evidence, and I said this to you on Sarah Raging Tomatoes panel when Glow State was right there. I said this right to you, right? I said, if you have that information, if you have that video, send me just a little clip of it. I'll put it on my channel, and I will say that JJ is lying and that you were telling the truth, and that would lend credibility to you. But your channel's doing that.
All right, this isn't really lying. This is just plain fucking stupidity. As you pointed out in the Meet JJ video, and several times since, and I don't know who's parroting who, as reported by JJ, and as reported by Michael Kaiser, that letter was not used as a point for a crime. It wasn't evidence in a crime. What you're using it for, what he's using it for, my bad, is the court of public opinion. There's no criminal charges directed from that letter, the fake one or the real one. You guys have been very clear about that. What Chris has to worry about is being able to possibly sue JJ and Meade County at a later time. So no, he's not going to show you the video of him putting it in the envelope because right now he's not defending from it as a criminal point. There is no crime accused. Now, you guys all act like he did it and it's a crime, meaning the fake letter. And if that was the case, JJ would have pressed charges on it. But clearly, JJ can't press charges on it because it didn't happen the way JJ says. It happened the way Chris says. And the reason we know that is, well, JJ never pressed charges for it. Allegedly, claimedly, Chris threatens JJ's kid. In writing. If that were true, and we all know JJ tries every effort to get people in legal trouble, Chris would be in legal trouble for that letter. Chris is not in legal trouble for that letter. Chris is in the court of public opinion trouble for it. And that's what you guys are doing. You're trying to play the smooth brains against Chris for something that's really not an issue other than trying to get people's opinion. And it was also used in court as a reference to taint the jury or the judge or whoever. Oh, look, he said this. No, it's not entered into evidence. JJ's claimed this. You've claimed this. It's not evidence. It's just something commented on in court, and it's something shown as evidence on the internet. It's bullshit, man.
And respect him on his own platform. You got a little dose of how you like to run over people, huh? So, I mean, listen, man, if an 8-year-old boy could figure it out, Chris, why can't you?
Do you know the difference between the truth and a lie?
Yes.
Tell me the difference.
A lie is a story that you make up, and the truth is what happened.
That the judge in this case is a young, beautiful woman. Would that be the truth or a lie?
The truth.
Yes. Very smart boy.
Is this an example of Todd having the hots for that judge? Or is this an example of Todd's stupidity? Or is this an example of Todd saying that Chris should lie like that little boy? He's saying that Chris should follow suit with the little boy, and the little boy is calling the judge young and pretty. I don't think she's young and pretty. Well, she's younger than me and prettier than me, but from that kid's perspective, she is an old bag. Therefore, the kid is lying. You're telling Chris to do like the kid. Genius, Todd. Genius.
Yeah, I mean, an 8-year-old can figure it out, Chris. An 8-year-old has more wisdom than you do. And Morning Mist says, hope you're all doing well. We are, baby. And JJ is here. He says, hello, good people. I got a question for you, Rats. Didn't you say something about, wouldn't it be interesting if we could, because Izzy claims that she's a veteran, don't they want to get her DD-214 to prove that she was a veteran of the United States of America? Was that her claim? Is that stolen valor?
I don't know. Because, it seems like that's what they're pushing, is that she is a veteran. And I mean, have we seen a DD-214?
I haven't seen her DD-214. I mean, I hear a lot of stories about how awesome she is, but she's better in combat than.
Oh, Todd. I never doubted that you were a veteran. I'm very familiar that there are a lot of bus riders. People ride the bus for 4 years or 8 years. Hell, there's even people who ride the bus for an entire career. Yes, I've always known you were a veteran. Never doubted it for a minute. Who are these people who doubt that you're a veteran? I might say people who are familiar enough with the military to realize that when you talk about the military, you are pretty fucking stupid. In this case, you're stupid and lying, and you're hoping that the lying stupid twit next to you is also stupid and lying, and she is. Izzy, as you, and as that twit next to you, and as everybody knows, was never in the United States Armed Forces as an enlisted or as an officer. You know this. You know that she was an interpreter. An interpreter who never enlisted. She never went to the MEP station. She never went to basic training. She doesn't have a DD-214. It just doesn't exist. And as a veteran, you know this. A DD-214 is a Department of Defense soldier, sailor, airman, marine, whatever they call Space Force, when they finish active duty. Active duty with the Air Force, Army. And you know, God damn it, you fucking lying piece of shit. you know she's not a veteran. She is a person who served as a civilian with the Army and kicked more ass than you did. That's right. Your pussy ass did not kick ass. Yeah, you deployed to Afghanistan, what, 2009, the same year as the two airborne whack jobs who just did terrorist attacks in Las Vegas and New Orleans? Are you one of those? I don't know. I'm just asking, But you know, you know goddamn well there is no DD-214. You're just butthurt because when you say stupid shit like this and people kind of question, is he really a veteran? How could a veteran not know this? And they asked you for your DD-214. One of your failures was, after saying you weren't going to do it, you caved. You're a caveman. You crumbled. You showed us your DD-214, and it's not impressive. Not the way you talk. All right, next subject.
Fucking prime rib, dude. I don't need a fucking hot pocket. I don't need a blown out hot pocket that stains the inside of a microwave.
So what he said the other day on Cliff's stream was the person who had it for months.
Oh, yeah, the audio sucked on that one, but I think you could hear it. Now we know how Todd maintains his microwave. Fucking gross, Todd. Fucking gross.
Fucking prime rib, dude. I don't need a fucking hot pocket. I don't need a blown out hot pocket that stains the inside of a microwave. Did you fucking catch me in? You fucking piece of shit. Then you have the audacity to send me a Happy New Year text message when I told you fucking lose my number.
Jesus, your butt hurt that someone texted you Happy New Year? If you don't like it, delete it. That's what I do when your wife texts me. Hey, baby, can I have some more? Delete.
In fact, you need to never brag about your Ranger tab again, bro. Never claim to be a Ranger. You're the biggest fucking giant pussy I've ever seen.
Hey, Todd, yeah, if you want to call someone a pussy, call them a pussy. Like I call you a pussy because you're a fucking pussy. Yeah, don't go after him because he wears a Ranger tab. I didn't know he earned his Ranger tab, but if he did, you better get it off that shit. You're treading on some thin ice.
All
My
right.
thoughts are that I am so sick and tired of hearing about that damn email. I don't believe that little letter would have kept him out of jail because it had nothing to do with the letter.
Well,
It
yeah.
had to do with his presence.
Actually, the letter had nothing to do with the reason why he was in jail. You're right there.
That's exactly what I thought.
Bingo shit for brains. That's why you don't see the video of him putting the letter in the sealed envelope, in the certified envelope, because he doesn't have to defend himself in court yet. He may have to use it when he sues your buddy's ass.
It's not going to happen.
Well, remember that $1,000 because you wanted to
Yeah.
boast. You wanted to
it's
boast
just-
and you wanted to brag. You wanted to brag about how you were going to support Captain Mark A. Gardner, Andes Gardner. Remember who died for his country in Afghanistan? You know, the guy that was only about 100 pounds to include all of his equipment, about 100 pounds in a body bag. So it only took two of us to carry him off the helicopter when you guys made up a story claiming that I supposedly put him on the helicopter by myself, trying to claim that I did some heroic shit. You know, that day, do you have any idea how many bodies we had to stack up in connexes for the ANA? Do you have any idea? We stacked them up like fucking cordwood because we weren't allowed to mess with their bodies. So we had to store them there until they came and got them, till their families came and got them. You know, you remember when you disrespected the honor of my fallen commander and his name when you said you were going to give 1,000, you're going to double what G2 gave? And what about the other Muppet? Jimbo loves you. You remember when he said he was going to donate $500 too? The only one that kept his word was G2. What's up, Navy girl?
Good evening.
Oh, that's interesting. First, his memorial fund is a charitable fund, and when it comes to people giving or not giving to any specific charitable fund, it's how do we say this? None ya fucking business. Okay. Now, I can't find the clip because it's on a different video. I'm not sure where it is. But everyone in the audience knows go ahead and put a 1 in the chat if you know this for a fact, because I know for a fact. I didn't bring the receipts. He has said many times, or at least a few times, that he doesn't talk about his military career when it comes to traumatic issues. Here he is talking about stacking bodies up and carrying a full-grown man with all his battle rattle weighing less than 100 pounds. That's pretty fucking morbid. That's pretty fucking traumatic if it's true for your experience. Yes, the man died. We get that. We see the memorial stuff. Did you have anything to do with his recovery? Very doubtful because of the way you talk about it. I dealt with bodies. May 17th, 1987. I know what it sounds like when untreated PTSD treats that shit. So first, did Izzy give the charity? None of your fucking business. Second, a goddamn lie when, 1, you say you handled the body, and 2, you say you don't talk about that stuff, because here you are talking about that stuff.
Phone number, and I'd send them links and things. And
Hey, rats, here's what I'm going to say to you.
you just can't trust
the same
everybody.
thing I've already said. If you were not party to the subject, you should stay the fuck out of it. Period. Argue that.
Wow, he's pretty bold with women.
Surely I'm not the only person who observed the obvious here. Generally Specific, who's been talked to exactly that way by Chris Ryder, opines that when Chris Ryder talks that way, he's very bold with women. Todd, you just admitted to being a woman because that's the way he talks to you.
Somebody's keying up.
That would be me. It was funny. So before I came over here, I was in the Shizzes live, and they're talking. They're doing a whole thing about FW, and then I was cracking myself up because everything they were talking about Wrangler doing, like if you just close your eyes and you don't see him on screen, they're describing Ryder to a T. But yet everybody in that chat hates Fraud at Wrangler so much, but yet they simp for Ryder so much. But I told you.
And the panel of lying retards seems to be growing. This young man just claimed that Shiz and people on Shiz's channel are failing to compare a murderer and stolen valor of 2 or more Purple Hearts and 3 or more deployments and staff sergeant or better is comparable to Chris Ryder, who's kind of loud and hard to get along with sometimes. Murder. Shut the fuck up.
Bob's videos on my computer that I had to get rid of. So what I'm hearing allegedly in Minecraft, from what I hear on the grapevine, is that after his buddy got confessed because he got hemmed up for having the prawn of little people's on his computer hard drive, Chris Ryder, his hard drive or his laptop suddenly was nowhere to be found. It self-deleted somehow, allegedly in Minecraft. So, woo, that's interesting.
Unbelievable.
Well, then you can always leave the chat, the panel, but people are going to be able to ask questions.
You are asking questions.
Oh, that's kind of weird. For public safety, accused Rats to the Moon of Rats to the Moon and Generally Specific, often talking about porn on Chris's computer, and a little while ago they denied it, and you just heard what Generally Specific said, right? Yeah. Lie.
And Meade County.
That's you. Okay.
No, only one, Meade County.
I don't care if it was Meade and or Hardin.
You want the fucking answer? Or you just want.
Woo! You know, I will say I would have a hard time if he was barking at my wife like that. I would have a hard time not laying him the fuck out right where he was running his fucking jaw. But you know what? That would be assault. And saying words, hurting
That's
people,
wrong.
hurting people's feelings is not against the law. He has a right to say it. I know my wife probably doesn't give a shit, but I got a long memory.
Actually, I find it very easy for you to not stand up and do stuff. You talk a lot, but you would not have any hard time at all preventing yourself from defending your cunt hole bitch wife. Sorry, it's the way it is.
He has a right to say it. I know my wife probably doesn't give a shit, but I got a long memory.
I want to keep running your fucking trap.
After all your electronic communications, I did not want my crap out there in your electronic communications. And that is all it had to do with. That's it.
Fucking text people. Don't call people. Don't email people, because I'm going to tell you right now.
So he's not understanding. I don't want more of a paper trail, you muppet. If you're under investigation, I also don't want to end up getting dragnetted either. I want to minimize any communication with you because I don't want to have any part of the government. That's what you were arguing, right?
That's exactly what I was saying.
Not necessarily that you had anything to be worried about or hide. You're just like, I don't want to be involved. You were like doing the high. You're doing the high.
I didn't want to have to get called to court in Kentucky.
Well, some people would say that you trying to be smart, right? But he wants you to continue to make a paper trail.
Yeah. And I'm just, I
don't know, when someone yells and screams about what you're supposed to do with your computer's emails or your phone's text or your phone's phone calls, kind of sound like one of those Karen people yelling and screaming at him that, Todd, you don't get it. She called, she texted, she emailed. It's there. She should have thought about that before she did it, if she's really that concerned about it. I get it. You're afraid of Big Brother watching. Throw your phone away. Throw your computer away. Or bitch and whine. But if you're going to yell at people and defend people who yell at people for having the text message or the email that you sent, you got a problem. Deal with it.
I want you to get it. I want you to get it out of your system, Chris. Spurg out.
I don't have a system to get anything out of, Todd. I want you to stay the fuck out of our lives.
Look at how clever I am. He says, I don't have a system. He says, I don't have a system to get it out of. So I quickly thought of, well, what doesn't really have any kind of a system? A worm. It's got a mouth and an asshole. It really doesn't have a system. It just.
Hey, Todd. Say I am a stupid shit without saying, hey, I'm Todd and I'm a stupid shit. Worms have very complex systems. Did you not go to 7th grade biology?
Your address in the back chat then, Finkel. I'll pay you a visit.
Come to me.
What do you mean come to you? Put your address in the back chat, tough guy.
These fucking words will cover you.
Look at how Finkel will try to dodge it. Dude, all you had to do is directly put your address in the back chat. I mean, you're among friends there, Finkel. What are you scared of, buddy? Put your address in the back chat, tough guy. And listen, when you least expect it, expect it. My bitches come to me first off.
Court, you're as stupid as Chris Ruff, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You are just as stupid as Chris Ruff. If you think that this fucking thing could not be aired, and they see that you're trying to play on words to make a threat.
Yeah, that's cute. The panel before this one, or maybe 2 panels before, all these same people were agreeing never give your address in a private chat, even if it's friendly people. Todd, the whole address thing, the whole come to my house thing was a ruse to get JJ to react. And he did react. He claimed it was a joke. And we're going to get to his false claim that it was a joke and this panel's deliberate choice to deceitfully ignore it.
I mean, this is insanity, guys. You can't write shit like this.
Say, you want to come to my house? You want to fight? It's always going to come down to some fisticuffs with you. You think you're an agent person. You think you're fucking an alpha male.
Yeah, and you claim to be a ranger. And frankly, you sound like a giant fucking pussy to me. And if I were in your presence, I'd rip that fucking ranger tab off your shoulder. And you'd fucking sit there and fucking cry about it and shiver. And you'd probably piss yourself. because that's exactly what you do whenever Chris Ryder.
For the ladies on that panel, that's what, Rats to the Moon and Navy Girl, exclamation point. Just the other night, in reference to when this video was done, just a few nights before, you were opining that veterans somehow get a better status. That when people are going at it, you shouldn't go after Todd because he's a veteran. Well, apparently Cliff's a veteran. I didn't know this, but apparently Cliff has a Ranger tab. And apparently Todd wants to talk all kinds of bullshit. But the truth is, if Todd went after a veteran and tried to physically remove something that veteran has actually earned, then he will have a problem with many of us, including me. And you might not know my address, Todd. I know yours. And then it would be worth my while to make something happen. I wouldn't talk shit over and over and over again for 8-9 months like you have. I would actually do something. At this point, I don't believe you would do it. I don't think you're capable of doing it. But if you were to be so fucking stupid as to go after a veteran and try to take something away from that veteran earned, it's on, bitch.
And frankly, you sound like a giant fucking pussy to me. And if I were in your presence, I'd rip that fucking Ranger tab off your shoulder, and you'd fucking sit there and fucking cry about it and shiver, and you'd probably piss yourself, because that's exactly what you do whenever Chris Ryder.
Don't worry, Todd. I'm not coming after you because everybody knows that there's no way in hell you would try to remove a Ranger tab from a Ranger. You're just a shit-talking piece of crap. Let's continue.
Are you a fucking genius that can read minds? Or do I got to fucking speak real slow because you didn't get it the first time?
Wasn't that JJ chart doing charges against Finkel a joke?
Well, somebody had mentioned it or whatever and made some kind of fake thing up, and he just went with it, from what I understand.
Yeah.
And Finkel just started spinning the fuck out like Finkel does.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, I'll send you $100 if you can come up with a clip where I did anything but talk about it calmly or laugh about it. Spin out, is that what spin out means, laughing about it? The day that it was presented to me that JJ and Michael Kaiser were doing this, we laughed. We all knew it was bullshit. Everyone laughed. But it turns out, Rats, your buddy there, not JJ, Generally Specific, actually knew the whole story before this aired. We'll show that. Remember, green dress. Don't forget green dress. Green face. Remember that.
Yeah, Finkel's an absolute muppet.
This document that he has, I don't know who made it up, but I just went along with it. I have no idea. I've never read it. Don't know where it come from.
Up to you, man.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's actually mine. So I mean,
okay. Well, that's fine. Anyway, this is and where I'd left off is the flash drive accompanied with this report contains all videos related to the above report. The videos are in the original unedited format. Timestamps of allegations have been noted on.
In case you're busy in the chat and didn't notice that was JJ and Fucktard, what's his name, Fraud Wrangler, Michael Kaiser, were discussing JJ's creation of that document. The same document that the other night JJ claimed it was a joke. He didn't know anything about it. He didn't know who created it. JJ, were you lying then or are you lying now? Either way, the whole thing come to my battlefield, Generally Specific, was to get JJ do exactly what he did. And actually, I thought it was going to be a little bit different, but he called himself out.
Impress him. I don't know. Maybe learn some fucking macrame or something. I don't know.
On me, he has, and we all know that JJ Scarborough attempted to press charges on me at my house in Virginia. So
he was probably
thing, and you're inviting me to come to your battlefield, which is your house.
Nobody's inviting you to nothing, Todd.
You are personally Finkel. Hold on. You are on camera right now.
How about nobody
challenging
invited you to
me
nothing, Todd?
to mutual combat? That's what you're doing right now, Finkel.
Todd, you couldn't handle mutual combat. Nobody invited you to nothing,
you, Chris. Yeah, do you see? I'm
Who
trying
let
to be.
you talk, Chris?
Yeah, I'm trying to be very specific. Say what you mean and mean what you say, son.
Okay, say what I mean what I say. You're a fucking moron. Okay. What I said on Cliff's panel and what you just heard, is me saying if you want it to happen, and you're the one claiming you want it to happen, you need to make it happen. The responsibility is yours. You want to make your wishes and dreams and hopes come true. You got to do the effort. The reason I worded it that way, one, I knew you'd get it wrong because you get shit wrong. Your perception is way off on every fucking thing. And I hoped, and my hopes came true, that JJ would say something stupid. What he said stupid was, I didn't know anything about that. And I showed you all where he actually claimed he created it. And the laughs continue.
You just told me to go to my bathtub and make it red.
So
You
what?
know what that means? What do you mean, so what?
I have no idea what it means.
That's a TOS fucking a violation right there.
Oh,
You're encouraging me to self-delete. So you're telling me this big, tough, burly ranger, army ranger that's been on the earth longer than me doesn't understand what the terminology behind go into your bathtub and change that color to crimson.
Yeah.
Oh no, it sounded like he understood it. He
Oh,
said,
he knew.
So what?
Very
interesting, Cliff. Defend that.
What is big and what does big and tough have anything? Big, tough, and burly, and what does that have anything to do with understanding something? He understands what was implied, and his response was, "So what? So what, Todd? So fucking what?" You claim that you're not on the edge. You claim you don't have PTSD. You claim to be some kind of healthy mental image. And Chris just said something to you very similar to the things you've been saying to him and me and many other people. Not the same phraseology, but similar. Mutual combat, meet me on the battlefield, blah, 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 blah. So what? If it's a TOS violation and your buddy licked the whole boot, who's also licking your testicles, when he reported it, why is it still there? I guess maybe you were wrong again.
You can't even argue in good faith with these people. There is no good faith to argue.
Nope.
It's crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like it.
The other ones are muted.
Let me state 5.
Uh-oh. All right. We got Finkel in here. He says, I dare the host to play what?
What?
Redistribute at will. From my channel, it's less than 3 minutes. You dare me. You got a double dog there.
Jesus, Todd, learn to read. It's basic English. Okay. As you can see, he looked at it and he failed to bring it up. He knew that I was calling him out on a lie, and he was being doubly dishonest because, I caught him in a lie, I called him out on a lie, and he lied to the audience, pretending like he didn't know what I was talking about. He has my information because he pretended to press charges on me. I give JJ permission to give that information to you.
Muppet.
You have said...
What's that?
I said it was a joke, you Muppet.
He doesn't get it. They're too serious and stuffy. That's hilarious.
We got our eye on you. By the way,
good, Jack.
Finkel is the I call him Rat Fink, the J6 snitch. Do I have anything for him? I think I might have.
Finkel, you were probably so excited when you thought JJ pressed charges for me against you. Probably were so excited, like a pick-me girl.
He's a pick-me. He is a pick-me girl. He is kind of a pick-me girl.
Well, I don't know. Excited. When people are made to laugh, is that a type of excitement? I mean, excitement could be a lot of things. I wasn't sexually aroused. I wasn't scared. I wasn't yelling and screaming. And I was laughing. We were all laughing. The panel's still on my live streams. There's several recordings of it. We laughed. Is that excitement? Sure, I was excited.
That's hilarious. There we go.
Hi, my name is Guadalupe Guacamole, and I'm just a little bitch.
And they jam it in there like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. I think Finkel may need to be imprisoned.
Was that after you found out JG pressed charges?
I mean,
oh, wait a minute, Bimbo. After I found out he pressed charges, was it a joke or did he press charges? You can't even get your story straight. But no, that was me. I was going through a little rough patch with the Stone Vet folks, and I was imitating him. And Todd called that out. He knows. Wish is prayer for fools. Stop wishing. Make it happen if you really, really want it to happen. If you don't want it to happen,
I'm gonna go ahead and clip this right now because you just challenged me to mutual combat.
Is that what you heard?
It's
I said make whatever you want.
clipped.
If you want it to
He
happen,
said he wanted to make his statements uninterrupted, so let him finish first.
if you want to make it happen, make it happen. I'm not telling you what to make happen, but you're the ones always wishing and hoping. Make those wishes and hopes come true and make it happen. Whatever you want to call it.
I'm sorry, I heard a female voice, and I know there weren't any females on the panel, so it keyed me into stopping the video. Go ahead.
That's right. I'll just swing my nuts around a little bit.
No, I literally was like, it was a word for Finkel. That's a good word.
That's just the stupid. You know, I am no fan of Donald Trump, but that was the dumbest comparison I have ever heard.
It's pretty stupid. It's pretty stupid, Finkel. There we go. In honor of you, Finkel.
There you go.
A little blurry there in my shitty editing skills, but there it is. The green dress, the green face. That's yours truly. That's David Finkel. David N. Finkel. Oops, Todd, you fucked up. In this video and in the last video, you pretended like, well, actually, the video I showed from months ago when I first came to your panel, you pretended like you had no idea who I was. And you played along with JJ that it was all a joke. Does anyone recognize that avatar, that thumbnail? Oh, thumbnail, that's what it is. It's a thumbnail. Yes, that thumbnail is from the very video where JJ and Kaiser pretend like they're pressing charges on me. Busted again. Another lie, Todd. Another lie. Where, oh, where did Todd get that picture from? Oh, where did it come from? You lie, you feet stink, and you don't love Elvis.
Do you see it? Can you see it up there in the top right?
I do.
Panel, if you would have came up on that, well, you did go up there, but you didn't say that.
I came all over that panel. Matter of fact, Finkel has the whitest teeth I've ever come across.
Amen. But if just say, like I said, there, you know, JJ, like I mean, I know I.
Hey, Morning Mist, you ever seen how dingy and dirty my teeth look? Smoker for 50 years. Afraid of the dentist? Okay, you must have some pretty nasty teeth.
I don't.
Yeah,
I'm reminded of how many fucking retards like you exist in the world.
I mock him. I don't call the police on him. I mock him for saying he wants to meet me on the battlefield and do something called Mortal Kombat.
No, it's mutual combat, and I don't want to do it. You challenged me to it, you idiot. You literally challenged me to mutual combat. I didn't say I accepted. I asked you to clarify. Are you indeed and in fact wanting me to come to your house? Are you challenging me to combat?
Lincoln Building, Jefferson Memorial, Park Police, Capitol Police, calling cadence for an entire battalion. You always get it wrong. I did not challenge you to any kind of combat. You challenged me many times to battlefields and mutual combat and whatever. One more time. If you want it, you make it happen. I'm not challenging you. Well, I'm telling you to make your hopes and dreams come true. Make it happen. Tell you what, why don't you give me a call? On second thought, I edited out the phone number. It's in the live streams on my main channel. You have to do the work for it, though. We can discuss. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. Or there's another option. You don't have to shut the fuck up. You can continue talking and look like the fool that you are. Closing, I'm kind of confused. What's with the closing with the car? You said several times you guys were going to sing. You didn't sing. You're just walking around this car. It's not your car. Are you doing a First Amendment on the car? What's that? Oh, okay. Okay, the report is in. He's mad. He's at his wife's boyfriend's apartment complex, and this is his car. So he's getting he's scoping it out real hard. Okay, I got it. Well, hey, it's been fun. Cheerio.
That main engine's at 108%.
AVIS power nominal.
And launch team, be advised, stay at your consoles. Everyone in the LCC, maintain your positions in your consoles. In the LCC, maintain positions at your console.
Well, that totally sucked. Please be advised, there are absolutely no refunds.